Hey guys, Game Hunter here, and we are playing some more Random Realms, the endless variation of dungeons, monsters, and magical items. And just going to move in right to it, to the mazes of Agovia with our hero. Geez, what name was I picking last time? I don't even remember. We're gonna go with Ronia because that's amusing. The Scepter of We, more like the Scepter of Us, and strong monsters, because I do not seem capable of dealing with legendary monsters while I'm just kind of also trying to talk and be somewhat distracted while I play the game. Yeah, unfortunately, serious attempts out of me are difficult to get on tape because I'm also trying to just make it interesting at the same time. I guess a serious attempt for me usually doesn't involve me talking. Mostly because I need to pay super duper attention to everything as I go, and I can't really do that if I'm also trying to talk to somebody or some buddies that are not viewable to me. Now, if I was trying to hold a conversation while playing the game about the game, that might make less of a distraction. Maybe? Hard to say, really. Okay, our first Alinutso. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, these guys always the same. Okay, there we go. Push the wrong button, that's all. And we got a short staff. Short staves are... wow, they really suck. Like, look at that. I don't get anything bonusing about staves. They're just bad, apparently. Just quite not good. Loud alarm. Huh. Just kill some stuff. I'm still under the idea that on the very first level you can still be very crappy and breeze through it without really trying. Although it makes me wonder if I should really waste time on it. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to... oh, boy. Okay, good. Level up. So, last time... I don't really remember if I ever invested in body. But we're going to do that like so. And we're also going to put points in identify. Basically, I wasn't really getting a lot out of the mage, so I'm going to have to resort to perhaps less ideal means. And let's just go ahead and bless our weapon. Oh, yes, right. Wrong button. There we go. +2. Okay. Man, bless weapon sure would have come in handy last time. Excuse me. So yes, this is how this is going to work out. At this point, I do want to just mostly invest specifically in mind and soul, if that's possible. Oh, what am I doing? It's nice that they're not animals. Man, I hate animals. They just run all over the place and make trying to get experience just awful. So... one of the downsides, one might say, to totally randomness is that it does kind of foster a requirement. Well, okay, requirement might be a little strong, but it facilitates a desire to what is called reroll. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the term, it's essentially just constantly restarting the game because you didn't get ideal initial conditions. Probably the best way to explain it. Okay, on to the next area. But, so in a game like this, for instance, you might not want the first few enemies to be animals or intelligent or something, because those tend to run a lot. Or maybe you do want them to run a lot, because that would be a lot easier for you, for some people, certain things to be handled. Speaking of which, is it an animal? It is an animal. What the heck am I talking about? What the heck am I talking about? Not even paying attention to my own game. This is what happens when you get distracted, basically. Okay, so fighting you, killed you. I gotta say, it's really annoying that you can't see into a room much when you're at the door. I suppose it makes sense to some extent because you like technically in the hallway or something. Oh my goodness! Already fighting a C-SPAN, the broadcaster for all that is American Congress and stuff. Oh boy. Okay. Do I have anything that? Well, I have lesser healing potion in the event that things get real. Okay, definitely the +2 short mace is helping me quite a bit. But now that I've killed these monsters, let's see. Sluggish. Half damage from blunt weapons. Okay. Half damage from blunt weapons. Good to know, except I'm clearly using a mace, which I guess is not a blunt weapon, so yeah. I'm hungry, so let's go ahead and kill you, or try to kill you. You're intelligent, so you try running away when you're almost dead. I should probably be equipping some things, like these gloves and this helm. I never saw the merchant in the last level. Huh. Oh, gee whiz. Gee whiz willikers. Well, you're dark, right? How does this work? Let's just check. Okay, it does double. I just wanted to check that it double. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Let's see. Nope, wrong button. Beam! Again with beam. Cool. Okay, level up. Sweet. So we're just going to put a point in the mind, a point in the soul. And, I mean, I guess identify again. Just need a couple points in there, I think. If you combine it with mind, extra mind, it'll probably work out quite well. Alright, let's see. Mind Sling. Mind Sling again. They're very smart about avoiding that sort of stuff. How come that didn't... What is this? It's a vacuum... Oh, it's a vacuum trap. Those suck up equipment, maybe, I think. Might be equipment. Might be something else. Just kind of spam you with these sorts of hits. Honestly, what did I just do? I just ate. Great. I kind of need food. I also don't need this or this. There we go. Oh man. Oh, willikers. Let's go ahead and wield this short bow and chuck some arrows at this guy. Yeah, these hurt a lot more. Okay. Definitely more useful than the average, just normal attack on my part. Look at me, I'm actually learning how to play the game. Who would have guessed it? It only took me 7 episodes in about 3 hours. Well, you know, maybe if I'm still doing this years from now, one day we'll see me vanquish something in like 1 episode. I don't know. Let's see. I think I've basically explored everything. So, okay, maybe not everything. Let's go ahead and go here. I'm really hoping for food at some point. Really hoping for food. Because I'm going to get hungry otherwise. And I don't have any Scrolls of Banquet. Creating the dungeon level. Whatever. I already know about those creatures. Oy. Alright then. Oh, I don't know if anybody's curious about this music. It's from a game called Seventh Saga from the Super Nintendo golden era of RPGs. So, it's one of my first RPGs, as a matter of fact. So, in spite of it not being that amazing of a game, it still holds a certain nostalgia factor. And the music's really cool, too, so it had that going for it. Definitely that. Alright, enemies. I probably have to worry about, you know, traps and the letter D. Okay, just exploring and retracing my steps, which is really bad because I'd rather not be wasting too much time. That's a trap. Ooh, and it's a D. Let's see if we can... man, why didn't he, like, do something? Oh, geez, stunned. Awesome. Well, I guess that wasn't too bad. Is there something else on here? Oh, there's a scroll. So what happens if I, for instance, drop everything? Finally, food. Just drop everything. Everything. There we go. And then we step on the acid trap. So it did nothing. Ta-da! I just found a way to avoid acid trap stuff. Acid trap shenanigans. Gloves. Oh. Helm. And let's go ahead and drop the fabric stuff. Oh. Dirt trap. And find short mace of slay golem. So if I happen to find golems, we know what to use against them. I should probably also, let's see, learn a spell. Confuse seemed to be coming really handy when I played that one game. Even if I ultimately died that game, it was awfully useful. Oh man, darn you, C-SPAN. I think... okay, well, I guess this is a good time to use the bow. To slay things. Short mace. Cool, level up. I seem to be investing more in soul than I do in mind on average, so we'll keep up with that. Let's see. I think at this point, detect trap. Yeah. Go ahead and wield the bow. Yeah, I got plenty of arrows. Wow. Plenty of arrows. Alright, scroll of blessed weapons. Sweetness. Sweetness. Fine short. I don't know what the difference is between a fine short mace and just a plain short mace. Seems to be almost, maybe slightly more damage. I only got one arrow out of that. Must be because of the body stuff. I forgot to re-equip the soul. There we go. Much better. Doot. Get rid of the potion of lesser idiocy. What is this? Oh, amulet of defense. I almost skipped that up. And there's no reason not to have the belt of stealth on. So here we go. We are starting to assemble our gear. And it is looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. Found a burn trap. That's just going to deal damage, right? What else is on here? Figs! Well, I guess if I really need the food. Super duper need the food, sort of thing. Let's see. It's time to use a spell called Confuse. I like how they're called BMOs. That's... oh, I should probably recast Confuse. There we go. Did I... okay, well at least one of them died. There we go, much better. I leveled up too, right? So I can get lots of different spells. Particularly, I want to get heal, I think. Because heal... yeah, I think heal. Yes. Yeah, I seem to be doing a lot more with soul than with mind at the moment. So... well, heal, or excuse me, spiritual spells are more utility, and mind spells seem to be more direct, avoiding damage or delivering it. And why am I wasting time in corridors that I know are almost certainly... wow, okay. I haven't checked to see if the new enemy's a golem. Should probably do that. Because this slay... excuse me. Slay mace. Slaying golem mace. Really come in handy there. Alright. Go ahead and do your worst. Okay, let's see. Plant. So we got intelligent plant, intelligent animal, or Whatever. Why did I do it like that? Let's see. Confuse you. There we go. And then at this point, we get out the bow, and we start wielding it. Then we get the mace, and do some mace stuff. And kill you. Yeah, I barely took any damage against you that time. Short bow. Whoa. Dude's already running away. Haha. Oh man, that really counts as hitting a door. Oy vey. Yeah. Oh, smart me, figuring out where he went. Get some gold. A fine brooch indeed. Yes. Brooches for everybody to wear upon their, where do you wear a brooch? It's like on a breast. And by that I mean kind of like the, when J.R. Tolkien used that, that specific chestnut potion. But like, you know, like on your pectoral muscle area thing. That sort of breast. Not necessarily boobies. I guess for guys you just call it chest. Whatever, you know. It's not be semantic jerks. Okay, so I still haven't found the exit. But I did find some food and an infection trap. Well, I guess I'm going to have to wait till I'm hungry before I use that. Because then once I get hungry, I will eat and then I will immediately... There we go. Ta-da! If I'm not mistaken, yeah. The only thing that infection traps do is make you sick. And the only thing that sickness does is prevent you... that's a lot of enemies. What spells do I have again? Let's do some heal. There we go. Okay, plants don't follow. Joy. The joy of not following plants. Confuse both of you, I guess. And yeah, this is gonna really suck if I'm not careful about this. Oh boy, okay. Confused. There we go. Will one of you die, please? Okay, there's one of you dead. Switch to the bow. Fire in completely the wrong direction. Whoa, it hit a vial, and I guess that breaks vials. Well, that sucks. Pick up the Ocker potion. Aluminum belt of disarming. Versus stealth. I don't know. I haven't actually seen stealth work, quote unquote. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I figure it means that, yeah, right. Great. This looks like a time for confuse. I mean, really, confuse just basically seems like a stun spell, more or less. Gold magnet. Oh, I hate to be stuck on one of those. Okay, so still no sign of an exit. I think I'm actually going to go back. Since I have heal, I can just heal off any wounds I take from that one trap, the dart trap, or whatever trap it was. Whoops, that's the wrong area. Potion of... yeah. I think it was a room, that's for sure. Here it is. Okay, this was... burn trap, right. Burn traps might potentially burn armor. Let's make sure I have room to get out of this area. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't burn anything else like scrolls. I guess we'll find that out right now. Yeah. So that just dealt damage, yeah. Now I have to equip everything again. Let's see. Forget about the armor. It's stupid. Face is stupid. Okay, there we go. Not really sure why I'm not editing this out. I mean, I guess I could do it in post, now that I have trial software tools of Camtasia. Okay, so there's the exit. Yeah, it's great. Let's go ahead and heal up. Wow, look at that. This This is a bad situation. Oh, I cracked me up. All right, let's go ahead and confuse the big bad, and then the slightly less bad. Oh, crap. I need to keep confusing you. There we go. Alright, cool. It worked out. And I guess let's just see if this is anything. This place just keeps going on. Alright, well this was worth exploring, it seems. And a level up. Sweetness, soul, and mind. Just, I mean, I'll probably be using mind. And... choices. Gonna have to go with body. Body is probably gonna be important. Let's go ahead and detect some traps. As far as I understand, there aren't any ways to actually detect traps other than hoping that you detect a trap. You know, with like, yeah. Well, I got all these scrolls. Plus boots, plus weapon. And then potions I haven't identified yet. Let me just think about stuff. I also have to also have to pick a spell, so I'll pick a spell. Incidentally, there are a lot of really good spells that have been available to me. I'll just go ahead and explain all of them. Heat Vision, we know it's Heat Vision. Shatter Trap, we've also seen. It destroys traps that you see. Burrow actually destroys a section of wall. So, you know, it's a little tunneling tool. Sun reveals a dark room, basically, but, you know, Heat Vision kind of fixes that, in my opinion. Spectre makes everything around you to suddenly become drenched in fear, which is pretty awesome. And Soul Search magically reveals the exit to you. So there are a lot of good spells here. Oh boy. I mean, it's tough choice, really. But I'm going to have to stick with the old favorite Heat Vision. Ultimately, I'll be getting a lot of those spells, I'm pretty sure. So, it's not really a concern that I'm picking one over another at the moment. Fabric Armor of Sustaining. And Acid Strike. Well, it destroyed exactly what I was probably going to remove. Wait. Fabric Armors... Oh. Still got a full inventory. Wait, but my best suit is no longer existing, so... It must just be a normal suit. Yeah, that's how it works, I guess. So we'll just do that, since it's a perfect replacement. I have no idea what Sustaining does, but I bet it's something like... Wow, I'm just finding secret doors all over the place. Secret door... Yeah, something tells me I probably should have invested more in something else. But I didn't. Okay, Grey Moncaño. Confuse you. Immune to gray spells. Great, because you're gray. That's right. I don't suppose you're a golem. Nope, you're not a golem. Oh, blasted. I forget that, wow. Wow, this guy's just sickening me. And we keep missing each other. Whew! Thank goodness he's dead. Just in time to have to deal with these guys. Let's see. Confuse you. Oh, right, you're immune to gray spells. Why do I keep forgetting that? Except the BMOs are actually pretty easy. So, not really worried about them. And if there's really an issue, I can just kind of heal it off. Kerblamo. Alright. Did anybody else notice that I got like a bit of a spiritual buff somehow? Not really sure why those happen sometimes. Oh, I'm sure there's a good reason for it. I just don't know it. Alright, cool. But yeah, so far, I mean, this is tough. Don't get me wrong, this is definitely a stage harder than that last one. And, okay, we found a secret door. Oh boy. Confuse the one that can be confused. Deal 0... well, it's still confused. Whatever. I don't even know why it's pretending that it can confuse anyway. You know, in a normal sort of way. Alright. Moving along. I mean, ultimately, if more enemies show up, that would be awesome. I think it's really just that the enemies are literally harder. They don't seem to give more experience either. Although I guess, depending on if it's a modified, like an elemental enemy, those seem to give... right. And I should probably, while I'm at it, use heat vision to make sure I know what I'm getting myself into. Confuse. Confuse. Try to kill you in time. Okay, good. Oh, blast it. Okay, well, you're not gray like the last guy was. So that's important. Still confused. Not confused for very long, though. So it would appear that it doesn't last quite as long as it used to. Darn it, I hit another vial. Blast it. Wow, he can deal a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Wow. I need to stop destroying potions accidentally. That's definitely true. Oh, let's see. Fight you. Rot Trap. And potions. I guess this would be a good time to start blessing things just because. Just because. On the other hand, here, let's go ahead and test the transmute scroll. Read, transmute. So let's look at our gold. Oh, it turned, yeah, wow. Wow. Found a gold equivalent. That was a lot of gold. That was a lot of gold. That was more than the equivalent. Are you kidding me? Wow. And you're dark. And you follow me. You're an undead. What do you do specifically besides the sickening touch? Unusually being resilient. Yeah, that's great. Fuse you. Yeah, I guess and then just kind of smack you a bunch of times. And then confuse you again, and then smack you a bunch of times. Lather, rinse, repeat, add in. That's a lot of them. Okay. Confuse. Confuse. Darn. Okay, that's one down. But I mean, this seems like a really good way to just kind of do those things. Soul seems to be awfully important for me, so we're gonna invest more in soul. And I guess say this should be the time where I'm getting identify the spell. So, and what do you know? There it is. So yeah, I guess we're just going to do identify. And kind of just hope constantly that it works often enough. Is there anything else I need to get? Cinnamon potion, yes. Okay, there we go. And what are you? Dark fur gloves. Very nice. Go ahead and get rid of the other ones. Alright. So yeah, at this point I'll just be investing heavily in detect the trap stuff. It is kind of interesting that, oh wow, already did. And, oh boy, it's a gray one. Mr. Gray. Guess I'm just gonna have to hope I survive this encounter. There we go. I hath survived the encounter. Gold, valuable coins, and a fur helm. Slightly better fur helm, so yes, let's go ahead and do it. And now we can buy a bunch of stuff, like a fine short axe, or fine short mace, or a number of other things. Particularly, though, I want to buy food, because constantly food is needed. Constantly. On the other hand, let's see. Potion of Poison's useless. Potion of Purity sounds like it heals things. Potion of Wisdom sounds really good. Let's activated a soul drain trap. Boo. Oh, well, it just came right back. So whatever. I don't know if scrolls are identified. Let me check the man. Yeah, so spells aren't, or scrolls aren't really identified. I'm worried that the Scroll of Wisdom is going to be wasted because it'll be like a huge boost to soul or something. I have a feeling I've used these before. Darn it, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Maybe it just like buffed my, it restored, no, it wouldn't have restored mental. Oh, maybe it restored mental, I don't know. And there's B. Let's fight the B. Wow, that guy hurt me a lot. Go ahead and heal a few times. There we go. Alright, so I guess, yeah, this will be the last level because I'm actually spending a good deal of time on this area. Short bow +4, very cool. For that matter, let's go ahead and drop our short bow and then transmute it because, wow, transmuting really gives a lot of gold. 174, for instance. And there's even more, I guess. Maybe you can transmute gold into other gold? Gonna have to Mana Stealing. That doesn't sound nice at all, but that's something that the shopkeeper I can sell to the shopkeep. Kill you. Aluminum Amulet of Attack. What's my current amulet of defense? Defense, attack, defense, attack. It's really not a lot of defense. Attack, I mean. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kind of do some quick picking up stuff. Yeah. Hopefully not spend too much time. Whoa. I should probably pay a little attention there. There's a book. It is a book that I will identify if it... Ooh, Restore Mind. Very cool. So go ahead and read that book. Ta-da! So now I can restore my mind if it gets to be really important to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and just sell some stuff. Like the Potion of Poison, and the Potion of Mana Stealing, and I guess some other stuff I'm not really using. Like this, yeah, and this. And I haven't spotted any golems yet, so that. I just need to keep my room. Why haven't I sold this yet? That's a very good question. Fur Helm, okay. And I suppose, is there anything I want to buy to kind of replace something I already have? Nothing really strikes me as good, so we're going to ignore it. And I guess, there we go, Bless Helm. Ta-da! That only wasted a gazillion spiritual points. Mana Trap, ow. Alright, well, Burn Trap. Alright, well, let's just finish up before I keep killing myself. So, yeah, this has been Game Hunter playing Random Realms, and the reason I'm not saving here is because I don't want it messing up my screen. Join me next time when we go through floor 5 and just continue along, see how far we can get. So, until then, keep playing those roguelikes, guys, and take care.